Welcome back, guys and gals, to another playthrough of Stories Paths of Destiny. And we were in the process of getting the core of this ultimate weapon and getting into this new beautiful green area. I mean, that is definitely what I would call it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and see what this new area has to offer us, what skills and weapons will unlock. And of course, yes please, all that delicious ore. So good. My upgraded Hero Blade and Fire Blade. I really should get an Ice Blade.
Hey, I'm a Firefox, thought Renato.
Oh my gosh. Just like the browser. Ah! Oh dear. This game has definitely found its way into my heart with its little silly stupid quips, and its gameplay itself is also what's really making it shine. I mean, if it was just the humor and the gameplay was awful, I would not be touching this with a 10-foot pole. But that's just not the case with this guy. They're doing a really good job of doing the story. Oh, well, do I want to jump down there, or... let's get the treasure first, and then we'll jump down the hole that I could possibly die in. Alright, Geronimo! Nice landing. You did the classic hero landing. Alright, let's see what's in here. So far, I've not run into a single enemy. And now that I've said that, I'll run into all of the enemies. I'm just finding all of the treasure, which I am so down for.
I wonder what I could make with all these sword crafting materials, thought Renato.
I don't know. A hammer?
There
I know,
was
a shovel.
Something sour in the air. Like
Sour.
the earth had ruptured over something that had been fermenting for a very long time.
Sour and fermenting. Quite the descriptors. I don't know if I want to find out what's been fermenting for years. I mean, looking down there, it looks like just a void with some crystals. But I have been wrong before. Okay. Yay! No one's gonna be able to survive my wrath.
If only he had a portal onto the Emperor's ship, this would be a short war.
It would be a very short war, I agree. Let's make sure these guys aren't able to attack me. Get rid of you. Oh, what do you think this was? Your house? No, it's my house. Get out. Dunyan rings.
There were fewer and fewer trees. There were only these huge crystalline growths. Had those been here before? He no longer heard birds except for the feverish cawing of the ravens when they attacked. He couldn't smell the small animals of the forest, the mice and rabbits. Where had they gone?
That's not good.
And he was getting hungry too. This was an unhealthy place to be.
It sounds very unhealthy. Dash through the enemies, and that would cause them damage. That's not a bad choice there. Let's do, though, I think it would be most intelligent for the way I fight. No, let's do dash through enemies. I think that'll be the next one. But of course I don't have any skill points because I was a big stoop and didn't look at that first. I just saw the altar there and I was like, of course I'm gonna have a point. I've been playing. Woo! Thank you. I wanted the shield. I appreciate it. It's a wonderful donation. I'll cherish it forever. Honestly, I'll never forget that you gave it to me. Oh. Not cool, dude. Thank you. Down and done with. What do you think this is? Again, you come into my house, you run around, and you think you can just do whatever you want willy-nilly? Well, I got another thing coming for you. I do need some health though, and there's no health to be found. Ooh. Am I already at the center? Hello.
The 20-sided core made him feel physically sick. Once he had sneaked into a temple of the dark arts, and he hadn't liked what he smelt and saw there. This felt like that. As quick as he could, he wrangled the icosahedron into the armature. The wheels began to spin, then glow. The sick feeling quickly spun away. Now he only felt sad. He had lost good friends for this war apparatus. Maybe Lapino wasn't such a good friend. Yeah, that made him feel better.
Just
he carried
a little,
his
right?
prize back to the Farfarer. Now, he had to make his next move. There was a key Imperial outpost on the Nexus. If this really was some sort of super weapon, he could use it to wreak havoc on the enemy. And if it wasn't, well, better to know that before the final battle. But
That's
maybe
true.
he should show it to some scientists first. There was an observatory on the Nexus. Maybe he should go there before he fired it.
Ah, let's see. Do we err on the side of caution, or do we just attack? Oh, choices, choices. Let's go ahead and be a little bit safe and seek help from the scientists.
Of course. If you've just assembled a weapon out of legend that can exile gods from the world, you'd want to have a scientist or two look at it. And even
Makes
if they
sense.
disagreed and he had time, you could ask Calaveras himself. Yes, the observatory would be his objective. Why had the parts of the Sky Ripper only surfaced now? Thousands of years after the Transcendent Emperor had dismantled it. The mad Emperor Isengrim had performed terrible, bloodthirsty rituals to invoke the lost gods. Was that why these ancient artifacts were rising out of the ground? How perfect, then, that the Sky Ripper would reappear to be his destruction.
Yeah, it is kind of like just desserts, I would say.
Don't look down, he thought.
Too late. Look down. Woo! More of you. Again, you're trying to block the way from my scientists, and it's just not going to work out for you. I mean, I've got the things to stop you, and you just don't understand that this is going to be the end of the line for you guys. I mean, you'll learn, but you'd think you'd try and avoid that kind of trouble. So pretty, all the colors. And I'm happy I'm getting health and whatnot back.
That ought to be enough for a proper sword, he thought.
Question is, where is my workbench so I can get a proper sword? I thought. Ah, very good. Needed more health. What's over here? My workbench? A workbench? Ah! I have a feeling this was the direction I was supposed to go. I didn't want that. Whoop. Missed me. Wouldn't you want to, just try and actually land a hit? There you go. Kind of like that. I mean, land a hit like that. Alright, over here. I don't have the sword to go in here. Rude. Crafting bench. Crafting station. I want to make a new weapon, please. Where are you?
A legendary weapon was exactly what the rebellion needed. They were outnumbered. The once kind emperor had become a tyrant. But his ravens stayed loyal, for he fed them his victims, and the other animals were too frightened to rebel. Renato shuddered at what the emperor was trying to do. To bring back the lost gods, the Black Harvest, the Black Sun. No.
That sounds really bad.
He would stop that toad, no matter what the risk.
I could imagine the risk is great. Alright. So, I'm gonna just head this way instead of jumping on the big floating dais. And look, I'm rewarded with treasure! Ooh, all kinds of things. Now, if only I had a workbench and or station to build these things at. That would just be the bee's knees. The cat's meow, one would even say. Stairs. Hello, stairs. I get workstation now, please? At new destination? Oh, you're just kind of floating there. I wonder why. Nope, no workstation. But stairs. Hey, these look a lot like the stairs I passed
Renato's
earlier.
path was clear. Let the scientists ensure the Sky Ripper was safe to use, bring it to the rebel base, and then assault the Imperial fleet for the win.
Ah, just what I was looking for. Swords, swords. I can make my ice wand. Yes.
This
Yes,
sword
please.
from the frigid north was really useful for making popsicles. And
Ah.
birdicles.
I like popsicles. Not so much the birdicles. But hey, I mean, to each their own. Alright, add this gem. Oh, yes. Increase my chance of rare loot, even if it is just 1%. Thank you kindly. And none others at the moment. Alright. New sword. Nope, not what I wanted. It's all like blue and junk.
Renato had always wanted a flying carpet. This was more like a flying
There we
tabletop.
go.
But it would do.
And then turn that on. Whoa. Whoa, buddy. Calm yourself. I just need to protect myself from these nasty fireballs. Boop. Just like so. And we're good. We're golden. We're gonna just get off the ship right away, because I don't want to deal with that. Whoa.
Some people were just liable to explode if you upset them.
Let's, yeah. Well, let's just jump out of here then. Just like so. So I really don't want to deal with exploding dudes. Get rid of you, and then you before you can do anything. Boom! Ow! I died. First death. Not good. Actually, second death. Now that I think about it. Well,
You guys
it
ever
happens.
wonder why the Imperial Reign are always hiring?
And took your friend with you. That's just the best way to do it. Friends should stick together until the end, as they say. Get rid of all of you. Seriously, you'd think eventually they would learn not to, like, bother with trying to do anything, because you just keep killing them. But I guess just some people don't learn. It happens. Alright. There we go. Let's use your power. Heal me. Thank you. Alright. This direction. And a thaterly direction. And a thisly direction. And more treasure. How nice. It's like you knew I
checked
needed
for a
it.
false compartment. Nope.
No false compartment. No extra secret, like, goodness. Okay. Well, at least you checked. You're doing your due diligence, and that's all that counts. I wonder how they made these floaty platforms. Because in the previous level, they actually said that it was built. So I wonder what technologies they used. Is it weird that I think about that kind of stuff? And I lost my health one to the void, of course. Looks like it's tad on the abandoned side. That does not bode well, especially since
Renato was
ravens are here.
thrilled. The scientists seemed to think he'd put the Sky Ripper together right. But one toad was worried.
The toad was
Yeah,
worried.
the Sky Ripper could tear a hole in existence itself. There are invisible strings that tie the universe together. If the Sky Ripper cut one, the hole would widen and widen until our whole existence fell into it.
Another
Well, that
toad
wouldn't be good.
sighed.
Irving still believes in string theory. At least go see Calaveras.
Yeah, said the worried toad.
Yeah, that seems like a
He
good
knows more
idea.
than anyone else has forgotten about the Transcendent Emperor.
If anyone could tell him how to use this weapon safely, it would be Calaveras. It was he who had told Renato how to find it in the first place.
Ah.
But maybe he had to give up on using it as a weapon. Maybe he had to go to the secret rebel base and ask the generals there what he could do with a weapon that he dared not use.
I think in this particular one it'd be best to talk to Calvaris, especially since he sent you on this
Well,
mission.
he should have known he'd have to consult Calaveras again. The scientists at the observatory were smart enough. But what did they know of the Transcendent Emperor? He hoped
Apparently
it
not
wouldn't
much.
delay him too long. The rebels had scheduled the final battle soon. Every day they delayed risked the exposure of the secret base. And some soldiers were already drifting back to their homes and families. Calaveras would fix the Sky Ripper for him. And then he would win the final battle.
Yes.
Maybe it was the cold. But after a few steps, Renado's optimism started to slump.
Well, that's no good.
What if
Keep your chin
Calaveras
up.
couldn't help? Did Renato dare use the Sky Ripper? Oh, he hated that he had chosen this path. It was so much simpler to rescue friends and attack enemies. Even if some of those friends were more trouble than his enemies, some of those enemies had been friends before and might be lovers after. No, okay. It wasn't all that much simpler. No.
Not
Physics
really.
made his brain hurt. That, at least he was sure of.
Yeah, well, that makes two of us, Renato. I'm not very good on the whole physics thing. I know just the bare minimum to understand that things interact with other things and stuff happens.
Renato felt a little better.
Yes, smashing pots always helps one feel better. That is something I learned from the Legend of Zelda series. But yeah, right here would be a good time as any to put a stop to this episode. Leave a comment, let me know what you're thinking of the series. Smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye! In shock and awe of the magic. Boom.